Heyo and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. We have, we just have myself and Stieg, but I know Tom will make his way in as soon as he can. I want to say hello to each and every one of you, and let's go ahead and start with that right away because we have a lot to cover today. Stieg did a lot of homework, so we've got a lot of stories. So let's get right on it. And before I do that though, hey Stieg, how are you doing, my friend?
Hi, I'm just preparing a cup of Earl Grey.
Ah, very good, very good. I'm a bit jealous. I'm gonna have to stick with water. My coffee ran out, and I didn't have time to make a fresh pot, so I guess we're sticking with water. But that's fine. That's fine. Nourishes the cells, so we'll be good there. All right. Well, we have a lot to talk about, like I said, so we'll get started right away. Saying hello to our friend Parrothead. Hello, Parrothead. Good to see you. We've got Matt G in the chat. Hail, Matt G. And the lovely Miss Martin Muses. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you there. We've got our friend Manowar665, the neighbor of the beast, and one of my channel members. Thank you for being a channel member, Manowar. I appreciate it. We've got Ken Jack Ben, who says pumpkins for everyone. Well, pumpkins for you, my friend, and for everyone else. Thanks for being here. Brutal Morningwood. Oh, good. Well, just what I need. People smarter than me. Friends, I have an issue. Apparently, someone subscribed to my channel, and now I don't know what to do. Do I make a video? I feel bad. Well, of course you make a video. Even Stieg makes videos. And they're awesome. Yeah. Yesterday, Stieg, you went on a rampage. How many videos did you put up yesterday?
Don't know. It's just a bunch of old band commercials and stuff.
They were great. There's like 5 or 6 of them, man. I was like, oh my gosh, every 10 minutes I had something new to watch. I was like, this is cool. So you made my video editing process a lot more enjoyable. So thank you very much. I like I said, I enjoy watching the stuff you put together, including your top 5 videos, which I will be promoting here right now. Guys, this is the top 5 t-shirt that you can get over on Stieg's channel. It's tremendous. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Everyone should have one if you want one, of course. And I love it. And I'm going to actually drop Stieg's Teespring store in the chat. So I'll get that right now. And you can head on over there at some point if you'd like and check.
So far, everyone who has worn that shirt, all 2 of them, have not gotten the Spanish flu.
No, I have not gotten the Spanish flu or shingles or rickets or any number of other things. This shirt has been a ward to many, many maladies, and I appreciate it. So it's very, very, very good shirt. So anyway, so I posted that in the chat just for fun. But let's get back to the folks in our chat. Diablo Dame says, happy Tuesday. Well, happy Tuesday to you, Diablo Dame, and thank you for being a member. I really appreciate that. Terminus Est is here as well. Hail, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Can't wait to talk with you again soon on one of Mary's streams. That's always a lot of fun. We have Theme Park Casual who says, hey, all. Hey, Theme Park Casual, I will have some videos that you will appreciate here just in a few short days. I will be in Central Florida in Orlando for almost a week, about 6 days. I'll be looking at some property and some things there. In addition, I'll be going to Disney World. So I will be doing live shots, and my live streams will all be coming from Disney World. So that'll be kind of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Makini90 says, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Tuesday Entertainment Tirade Talk. Tuesday Tirade Entertainment Talk. So even I screwed it up. Thank you, Makini. Appreciate that. And definitely hit the like button if you're here. I really do enjoy that. Roof Korean is here. Bacon sandwich. Well, absolutely. That sounds excellent. I want one of those right now. Sounds very, very good. Hello, all. Hello, Culture Casino. Well, hello to you, Eric O'Sullivan. Again, I appreciate you joining us today. Our friend's Ord's Board is here. Friend, he's a master. He's a wizard. He's amazing. The guy makes games. He makes beer. He makes fun. He's a party and a half on his channel. Check out our gaming streams. He bookends the week with those, and of course Sunday night hangs video games. We're going to be doing very, very well. We have our friend Script Doctor here in the chat. We've got Keck44. We've got our friend Chris the Bliss. We've got Mutant Bamhammer. Hey, Mutant Bamhammer says Steeg. Judicon is here. Hail to you, Judicon.
Hello, Hammer.
Hammer
time.
Jack. That's right. The Jack of all casuals says, hail, Culture. Steeg. Well, hail to you, my friend and member of the channel. I appreciate that so very much. Clobberin Times is here. He says, hail, sir. Well, hail to you, my comic book friend. Hopefully we can get you a chance to hang out with a legendary comic book artist at some point in time. I'm sure you noticed that, happens to be friends with Lorena Creel. So I'm sure Lorena can make arrangements. We'll see. We've got Nano Reaper here. Excuse me. Nano Reaper, good to see you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Dealing with the Social Security scammers. Yeah, they don't like it. They're really, really funny. They're fun to play with, but be careful because you don't want to give them too much information. You do want to direct anybody that you can their direction, though, if you can. See if they can track the call. And maybe go after them somewhere in India, most likely. Making ribs. Ooh, that's close to bacon. I like that. Maybe I'll do bottom 5 videos. Excellent, Brutal Morning Wood. We'll cover the top and the bottom at that point. That'll be excellent. Timon Flip says, hey, yo to you. Good to see you. LQ3, no more Ellen Page. Elliot now. Absolutely. That's actually the story we're going to kick off the day with. So I appreciate you jumping all over that.
She's on a different page now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But she's turned the page for sure. That's absolutely right. Yeah. Hugh Photographer says you should top tier. Wait, should you top tier be called the pit boss? No, I only have one boss, and I would never do that. I would never call her a pit boss. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask her. Maybe she hasn't been. I think tier 3. I think are going to be my whales, though, my high rollers, so to speak. So I think that's what I'm going to call them. And I think you, photographer, if you're a member of the channel, and I think you are, I think you're in the credits at the end of this very live stream. So I've updated the credits to include Jaffo and AFK Bard and a couple others that were added most recently, which would also include our friend Accidental Tourist. So again, thank you for being a member, my friend. We've got Karen Prime. Namaskar, peeps. Well, namaskar or namaste to you, my very good friend. Thank you for being here and for being a member. We've got Lorena Creel. Lorena Creel says, hello, everyone. Lurking and working. Hi, Culture and Steeg. Absolutely, Lorena. And I do the very same thing when I'm editing or if I'm out in the field working or if I'm at my business office or whatever. I'm always trying to watch you guys. You guys are the best. I love to hang out in the chats as much as I love to do this. So it's a blast. Aluvriana Makara says, happy December. Well, happy December to you. We have the 24 days of Christmas, 25 days of Christmas. I'm not sure how you count that, but I'm very much looking forward to that. My biological father exercises a tradition every year for my stepmother in which he does something special for her each and every day leading up to Christmas. So they go and do something special. Going to an art museum, going to a concert, they do something all month long. It's really a cool tradition. I like that. Maybe when I retire, I'll do something like that. Naughty Monkey Arath says, hey, y'all, how's it going? How's things? Things are good. Good to see you. Good to see you yesterday on Comics Channel in the yesterday evening. So that's fantastic. Look at this. You're going to be a guest on Lorena's show on Friday. Awesome. That's going to be great, my friend. I'm so glad that that's happening for you. I'm not going to say this, but I think it's funny. Bad Bunny says, oh, great. The Swedes here. The Swedes are here. Yeah, there's a couple of them. It's all right. Pod Racing
not on the panel,
gives us a hello, though. No. Just those from the Norway and those with Norse heritage, like myself. That's where the hair comes from, Steve. Did you know that? That's why I look like Thor or Jesus. I guess all white dudes with long hair look like Jesus to some people. I don't know why that is, but whatever. Soul Assassin says, hola all. We have Finian McCool. Hey, Big Casino. How's it going, man? It's going fantastic. I am very blessed and very happy to be here today. Ord's Board sends us a super chat saying, thank you for all you do, my brother. I mean it. Sir, thank you for all you do. You are a whirlwind of inspiration, and you are absolutely a joy to be around all the time. So you are a wonderful person, and I do hope you get monetized soon because you absolutely deserve it. And the sky's the limit for you, my friend. Very excited. Oops, Kip Ellis sends us a super sticker as well. Well, thank you, Kip Ellis. We have a
look at his shirt.
Oh, he's wearing a shirt. Oh, shirt buddies.
You're twinsies.
That's right. Look at that.
One of you got all the hair though.
Yeah. I like it though. See, number 37. This is the shirt for all of you. Yeah. So, man, I need to get cracking on the upper body workout again. Let's see what we got. And Latino Slant is here. Latino Slant's going to be joining us here towards the end of the show to do a special little talk about an announcement that he's got. So that's pretty cool. LDG Pixels is here. It was fun hanging out with you. Yeah.
I actually did a lot of workouts today, and turned out I was in way better shape than I thought I was. Because in 4 hours, I did 800 reps of diddly squats.
Wow, that's impressive.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Man, that's that you are in good shape. I'm trying to avoid the round shape. So, but yeah, I need to get back into my push-up cycles and my triceps and my combos. So I gotta get back into doing all that. But I'm now just regular push-ups are fine, but I need to kick it up a notch. LDG's Pixels, it was fun hanging out with you over on JJ's stream yesterday, right before I went on comics. I hope you guys had a good time over there. JJ's a great dude, and like I said, guys, LDG Pixels will help you with your computer problems on his channel on live streams. Very, very helpful person, very good person. Be sure you check out LDG Pixels. Collaborating Times is saying hi to folks. We've got we've got Lorena still chatting with everybody. Bad Bunny says, Steve Kenobi, you were going to say something about James Bond last night. What was it? Good question. I wasn't there.
I don't know. It was probably we were doing that trivia thing, I think, on Geek in the Blender's channel.
Yeah, the Geek Blend. Yeah, I love the Geek Blend. Yeah, I wish I could hang out that late. I'm having to change my schedule dramatically, so I'm having to get up even earlier than I normally do, just so I'm prepared for my travel. But the Geek Blend's awesome. I love hanging out over there. In fact, they're good people. Oh shoot, everybody! Guess what? Today is Raging Rhino's birthday. I didn't want to forget to mention that during this stream. Oh, was it yesterday?
Yeah, he's 8 hours ahead of me.
Oh crap! All right. Well, make sure you wish Raging Rhino a happy birthday. Even if it's a day late and $1 short, like apparently I am, he definitely deserves it, and that's fantastic. Angry Vader is here. Hey, Angry Vader, good to see you, my friend. We have Bad Bunny saying Jesus cuddles. Well, hey, could be worse, right? Yeah. Oh no, I'm not exactly a white dude. That's true. I'm only 23% white according to genetic crap, but who cares? Stieg is Space Jesus and Culture is Casino Jesus. Okay. Terry Rose is here. Welcome. We've got Yeti Cast. What's up, Yeti Cast? Starting to build your channel, I see. Keep grinding, my friend. Machiny90 sends us a $1.49 super sticker. Thank you so much for that, Machiny90. I truly appreciate that. I have no doubt that is a Doomicorn. Now I owe Kip Ellis and you a Doom, and I'll do it a second time. Doom. Now, Mary has promised to record that for me and send it to me. So once she has, I will put it in a clip, and then I'll never have to do it again. I'm looking forward to that day, I have to tell you. But anyway, we've got 52 movies a year. Thank you for stopping by. I pulled my diddly, so no more squats for this guy for a week. Oh boy. Hey now. That's a good one. LDG Pixels sends a $5 super chat saying, greetings CC and everyone. Opening up a shop in a minute and wanted to wish you a great stream. Hope you can stop by sometime. You're always welcome. Absolutely. Yep. Your shop, man. You're a service to everyone, my friend, and we do appreciate you. So thanks for stopping by, and thank you ever so much for the generous super chat. I appreciate that. I think you could have done all of that with $2, but again, I appreciate the coin. It will do nothing but pay for more channel upgrades. So I actually spent about $100 last night on additional video editing stuff. So I'm trying to keep upgrading things. So yeah, and we're going to get to this. In fact, that's the first story. In fact, let's just do it now, even though we still have some folks that have popped in here late, including our good friend Andrew Caffeinated Wolf from the lovely Geeks and Gamers team. He also has a great Twitch channel, and he is, of course, partnered with the lovely Mary Mayhem, who we all love and adore. Critizable the Craze says, "Hail, chat. Hail to you, my friend." And we are off in Cavatanio. What's up? FYI, I saw on eBay that there are Doomacorn patches. I must buy one. Looks like I'm headed to eBay after the show. All right. I'm pretty pumped up. All right. Well, anyway, let's get kicked off because we have this article. Hopefully Tom will be able to join us. I'm not sure. Hopefully he's not hung up too much, and hopefully he's in good shape. But we have this article that everybody keeps referencing, so we might as well talk about it. Oscar-nominated Umbrella Academy star Elliot Page announces he is transgender. Interestingly enough, this is a picture of before the transgenderness, maybe, and it looks like Ellen Page at this point. It could be hard to say. I know that they have a special way of doing a surgery to remedy the circumstances that this person is in, struggling with their gender dysphoria as they may be. I will say this: gender dysphoria is no joke, and anybody who's dealing with it, I do not envy them those prospects and those challenges. But let's get further into this, and then we can talk about this in a cynical way, I think. And I think Stieg and I are both going to have the same cynical approach. Elliot Page, the Oscar-nominated star of Juno and Netflix is, I guess, the Umbrella Academy, has announced he is transgender. Elliot, formerly known as Ellen Page, addressed his social media followers saying, "Hail, friends. I want to share with you that I am trans. My pronouns are he, they, and my name is Elliot. I feel lucky to be writing this, to be here, to have arrived at this place in my life. I feel overwhelming gratitude for the incredible people who have supported me along this journey. I can't begin to express how remarkable it feels to finally love who I am enough to pursue my authentic self. I've been endlessly inspired by so many in the trans community. Thank you for your courage, your generosity, and ceaselessly working to make this world a more inclusive and compassionate place. I will offer whatever support I can and continue to strive for a more loving and equal society," he wrote. Okay. With that being said, Stieg, this is obviously something that this person felt very deeply about, enough to make an announcement and to go forward with the name change and everything else. Where are you finding yourself on this issue?
I think every time Elliot gets nominated for an award and doesn't get it, whoever didn't give it to him will be labeled transphobic.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean,
so.
It seems like the timing would feature this is the cynical view, that the timing of this is directly linked to the fact that they've been nominated, right?
Yeah. I don't know. The cynic in me thinks that too. But I'm not surprised about this too much, though.
So when the next film comes up that this person is nominated for an award, that Elliot, I guess, is nominated for an award, you think, and I would tend to agree that they will, throw that out as a card to play, right?
I don't think Page will do that, but I think the followers will.
Okay. Now, of course, right now the role that Elliot is in the Umbrella Academy, which is a show on Netflix. So that would qualify them for a Emmy, right?
Yeah, well, Emmys are That's just a popularity contest anyway. I mean, come on, Lady Gaga won one for Best Actress. Come on, it's
Well, in all honesty, after seeing American Horror Story (AHS) in the season that she was in, she did a very good job in that role. I enjoyed that very much.
But if you look at the season of Fargo that was also nominated, and you see what Kirsten Dunst did,
right?
It's not even a contest. Dunst probably gave her best performance ever.
Yeah. I mean, we're in a weird place right now in society, where we feel like we have to take an extra step to, do all these large public things. It seems very, very odd. Rather than to just do this as most people did in the past. I mean, you would essentially come out to the people that were close to you and stuff. And oftentimes people would resist the temptation to do that publicly because they didn't want to alienate anyone who might be uncomfortable with their choice. You can live a very authentic life without that. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying that times have definitely changed. And whether or not this is, I don't know. There's a lot of people that'll take a cynical view of this, and that would be bad.
Well, Paige is a very, very good actor, though.
Yes.
I'm not even sure what to say. He, or something.
Yeah. He, they are the preferred pronouns now. Yeah. So here's the other problem. We are at a place in society where they've wanted to divide us in so many different ways, and now they want to divide us even more. And in order to be divided properly, you have to tell everybody what you are, which I think is a bottle of hot garbage or a bucket of hot garbage. I don't think you can bottle hot garbage.
It's like you're a criminal if you don't give whoever demands it your personal information.
Oh,
in a sense.
Yeah. Kitty Bear's here. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Let's see. Trinoculus bought your second UK computer Raspberry Pi 400 with Timex Sinclair. Cool. Those are always fun to play with. I like a lot of those types of mini things. They're pretty cool. Hey, LM Dasserly, good to see you. Yeah, Karen. Well, Karen Prime. Ellen Page came out as Elliot Page, and again gave you the he, him, and they, them pronoun to go by. So there you are. I leave the stream for 5 minutes, and we start talking about stuff. That's true. We absolutely do. Is that Justin Bieber? No, it's not. What am I missing? Well, you're missing the title of this, my friend. Karen, it is Oscar-nominated Umbrella Academy star Elliot Page announces he is transgender, and of course, the picture is formerly Ellen Page, according to the story here. This is now Elliot.
The pronoun is kind of weird though. They pick they, them. That's plural, which implies that they're two people at once.
Well, perhaps they are. I mean, and this is the thing. I mean, are we coming to a place where, like you said, I mean, are you going to be able to identify as a floor lamp? I mean, I know that's ridiculous, guys. I'm using, absurdum, but it's at a certain point you'll be able to be whatever you want to be. Well, it's not like anybody was stopping you before. I mean, we just considered you eccentric, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. Hey, Ords is checking out. See you later, Ords. Good for you to stop by, my friend. We're in a weird place. We are in a weird world. I don't know any other way to describe it. M. Dasserly says, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I identify as an attack helicopter that moonlights as a salsa dancing toaster oven. Well, hey, I think that's fantastic. She's married too. I did not know this. I thought that prior to being trans, Elliot, formerly known as Ellen Page, was into Married to a woman? I mean, because I'm very confused. It's like mental gymnastics trying to catch up.
Here's the thing, though. If you can say you're a different gender than what you were born with, right?
Yeah.
Why can't you do that with age?
I don't know. Good question.
Because
so age is a construct.
Yeah, well, it should be if gender is. So if I sleep with someone tomorrow, I should be able to sue that person.
Careful.
Because I could just go, yeah, I was underaged.
That's true. At that point in time, absolutely. Yeah. There could be criminal activity involved now. Yeah, absolutely.
I can just say I identify as a 14-year-old guy.
Yeah, and again, this is also absolutely. No, you're right, Steve. I mean, you could. I don't know. I mean, I identify as a globe-trotting billionaire. So where's my Gulfstream? But anyway, everyone in Hollywood is so desperate to stay relevant and employed. Well, I can't argue with that. And again, that's another cynical view, but I think it's something that we could get our arms around. Vigilante Williamson says, Hail, Vigilante. Good to see you, my friend. I'm glad to see you in the stream. Everybody's saying hi. That's cool. I do not care what a person is. I care about can they act or not. Oh, absolutely, Kitty Bear. 100%. Again, I mean, there have been a lot of eccentrics that have worked in Hollywood over the years that have been odd. It's just like with the glam bands and the crazy people like Marilyn Manson, who acted bizarre, but I didn't care because I enjoyed the music that was produced. That's the ultimate thing. You don't even have to go out of your way to tell me that you're berserkus circus. Just be that way, and I'm cool. I don't care. I mean, and believe me, I mean, at points in time, Marilyn Manson was just berserkus circus. So Ellen Page can't win an Emmy. She got nominated in the wrong category. Best actress should be best actor. Huh. That's a good point. I don't know how that works, to be honest with you. Jake D says, any chance this means Vanya gets recast? Can't have a man playing the role. Am I right? Wink. Jake, for the $5 super chat and also being a member, thank you so very much, sir. That's a good point.
Yeah, because it would mean they retroactively gender swap the character. Shouldn't SJWs be pissed off about that?
Yeah, I think they should be. I think that that now Elliot has taken a role away from a female. That's a great way of looking at it, Jake B. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And here's the ultimate point. Honestly, I really don't care. And neither do I. But it's odd that this is, one of the first stories you come across when you hit Variety today. Of course. So, is they ever an appropriate pronoun? Not. Wow, that's a good question, Script. I don't think it is, other than to refer to as a group, right? Or, well, let's see. No.
Isn't they the same as you people?
I don't know. Script. I mean, you're the writer. I don't want to have to think about that. I noticed Elliot is non-binary. Will he still play feminine roles? I don't know. Vanya is a female, so I don't know how that works. There are two things that will make you broke: going woke and doing coke. Hollywood does both. Well, that's true. True statement. How is being trans going to change society? I also don't know. I mean, there have been plenty of folks that are. In fact, we have amazing members of this community here in the Fandom Menace that are trans, and nobody cares. They're wonderful people, and I'm glad to call at least one of them my friend. So, it's pretty cool. Chaz Salvatore Bono was ahead of his time. Absolutely, Terry. That's correct. So, I am a meat popsicle. Gosh, I love that movie. Fifth Element. So great. Man of War, Neighbor of the Beast. Man of War 665, Neighbor of the Beast, sends us a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Man of War. How do I put this gently? I don't care. No, that's the best way to put it. It's just we're in this weirdest world. We're in this weirdest world, and it doesn't even matter. Why do we care? Why is this a big story? I don't know. But we're talking about it, aren't we? Maybe that's why it's big. I wish Paige the best. They were in a bunch of movies in the past that I liked. Inception, X-Men, my faves. I also like Juno. Me too. I actually really enjoyed Inception. Ellen Page was excellent in that, in my opinion. I like you said, can you muster up enough to care about this? And if so, why was it out there? Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, when will the sex change the sex change prevent Elliot Page from doing his two emotions of slightly bored and agitated? I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see. I think somebody else sent something. Oh wait, age is biological, just like sex. So I'm 8 years old, not 50 anymore. Well, hey, dude, if we can do that, I'd like to moonwalk on my age too. Let me tell you. So screenwriter Patrick Ness comes out as gay and marries Elliot Page. Does that make him Elliot Ness? Yes, I think that does actually happen. I want government-sponsored fuel, missiles, and bread. Okay, well, you're going to get cheese, so I hope you're ready for that. Jin Wong says, people who identify as attack helicopters are the most oppressed. The ATF keeps arresting them for trying to acquire Hellfire missiles. Well, there you go. So, M. Dasterly, you are now a marginalized member of the community. So, you could always be all that you can be in the Army Reserve. Well, absolutely. I agree with that. Your identity has to be approved of by SJWs and leftists to be considered valid. Interesting. I'd never thought of it that way. I still consider them eccentric, but I'm a man who wears a mask and talks about Star Wars and politics on the internet. I'm in no position to talk about being eccentric. Yeah, I know. Except that, yeah, in a way, a persona doesn't make you eccentric because, then actors are, wrestlers. There are a whole lot of people that wear masks or live behind personas. In fact, for now, for a limited period of time, I imagine I live behind, a nom de plume, a moniker, something that's not actually my name, but that's okay. Many people know my name. I'm an official Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range model air rifle. Awesome, Fenrir Fryer. That's a good choice. I like that, but it makes you very utilitarian. Pat Bunny. She married a girl. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. We live in a weird world. Elliot, phone home. Oh my gosh, you guys are on fire in the chat. Anyway, we should probably move along. There's a lot here. We can dig into this more, but I don't know that it's gonna change any of this, because I don't think a lot of people rise to the level of caring too very much about this. Maybe they do. We have other stories to talk about. Steve, do you have any final thoughts on the Ellen Page thing?
No, I just put my pronouns in my bio on Twitter just to be safe.
Oh, okay. Well, mine are beep, bop, boop. So
mine are myself and ours. Oh.
See, and every time I hear something like that, I hear that song "Me, Myself, and I" in my head, from Deja Soul, back in the 90s. Deja Soul is from the soul. Anyway, got that stuck in my head now forever. The rest of the day, gonna be in there, be stuck.
Here's the thing, though. If Ellen Page was a lesbian, and she was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now she's a man, which means she's straight. Shouldn't that have the cancel crowd get angry?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. You've got, at some point they're going to have to realize that cancel culture is only going to, is going to just foil them all. They need to stop. but maybe not. Let's jump on the next story, of course. This one's Star Wars related. It'll be fun. This will be a good discussion, and we can thank our friends over at Bounding Into Comics for writing this up. And I like to support them rather than some other outlets, so let's just throw this story in here. The Mandalorian executive producer Dave Filoni reveals he's open to changing Star Wars continuity into canon.
This is old news because he already did that over 10 years ago.
Sure. But, I mean, beyond what has already been done, I guess, Steve, is the point.
He's been doing nothing but.
I agree with you.
Since he started working on Star Wars.
I agree with you. He's definitely done a lot of changes, and he's done some irreparable harm to certain things. But it does leave it open to. This opens the door to the idea of setting aside the Disney sequel canon.
No, that's not what it means. It means he's.
It could.
He's open to changing George's work.
Well, I don't think I don't think the fans will even allow for that. I think if something, like I said, if they were to remake the sequel trilogy, or at least try to just even remake A New Hope, I think they would be met with such resistance that even if they had successfully produced a film, it would underperform in a way that would be embarrassing.
No. It actually would make money, I think, because he has already retconned the movies that George has done. Big time, and Filoni's fans were fine with it. They were cheering for it. So,
yeah, I'm not a Filoni fanboy by any stretch of the imagination. I have some serious problems with some of the stuff that he's into and has done. So we'll have to.
He has retconned the Rebels and how that worked. He has retconned Thrawn, Vader,
right. Yeah. Well, there's going to be more. There's going to be more Thrawn retcon coming up.
Yeah.
So just
all of a sudden, he's going to have IQ again.
Yeah. Latino Slant says they do. It's a big deal for some. With respect, no, I understand. Again, again, as someone who has family members in the community, I can tell you. But it's an odd thing to take a. I mean, and you're constantly going to be under scrutiny going forward because of the statements and the things, and you'll be under scrutiny for the things that you've done or said in the past. There's no win in a lot of this now, because even the community around you will start to disavow you. Sorry, I didn't mean to go back on that, but that was an important point. So let's see. Filoni can't make good lore, so he'll remake already established to fit his Ahsoka. And this is the problem where I start to get a little upset. And that is, I don't like the shoehorning of Ahsoka into everything. That's a Filoni thing. I don't like that Ahsoka's still alive. Of course, I didn't like that Darth Maul was still alive, and there's certain amounts of I don't like when it comes to Filoni and even George, but Filoni primarily. And he's the one that unhinges a lot of stuff that has been in place for a long time, even in the EU. So, you would know better than I, Steve.
If you think about it, though, let's take the Lord of the Rings, right? And someone retroactively adds a new character to that story. It's a new Hobbit, and that Hobbit is a wizard like Gandalf.
Mm-hmm.
The whole story falls apart if you retroactively do that.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. And that's some of the things that some of the Star Wars fans' biggest fears is what happens now that we've established a time travel and everything else. I mean, I know a lot of people were like, nobody thinks that the Lego Star Wars is, canon, but that doesn't matter. It's the first introduction you give the kids.
It is because when Disney, scrapped the old canon, right? They said everything from here on out would be just as canon as the movies. And they said video games, comics, TV shows, and novels. And there would be perfect synergy between all of them. So the Lego Star Wars thing is a video game. So
it is.
by their own words, it's just as canon as The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't even want to go there because we could talk about all of this canon talk forever. But from this interview, Filoni's talking about what had to happen to make Rosario Dawson into Ahsoka. And when he's asked this question, what else had to happen? He responds, I said, well, Ahsoka's eyes are blue and yours are not. But I don't want you to worry about it. If you don't want to go for that, we can just say that in this version, they're not. See, that's already willingness to break canon. Fortunately, Rosario Dawson put that suggestion to bed, as Filoni detailed, and Rosario insists. She's like, no, let me try it. And it was pretty easy to do. You put in contact lenses. I used to have a pair that made mine red cat eyes. So, I mean, it's not that hard. I even know people who use full eyeball contacts to do really kooky effects now that we can do all with digital. But anyway, Not only did Filoni reveal that he's not interested in keeping character designs the same across different mediums between animated versions and live action versions of Ahsoka Tano, but he also revealed that there's a possibility that the continuity between The Mandalorian and Star Wars Rebels might not be as linear as many would have thought.
Well, then he's going against his employer.
Yeah. And, we're going to see Ezra. We're going to see, we're going to get Sabine. We're going to get more. We're going to get Bo-Katan. There's many shows that are in development or in various stages of production at this point that are all these Star Wars things. But there's the weirdest statement as part of this. But I learned as a kid, nothing in Star Wars really works in a linear fashion. Is that true, Steve?
It did. That's why it worked. Because they had a continuity and lore that was pretty much set in stone. So, the Star Wars novels under George in their lifetime revenued over almost $3 billion.
Which part?
The
Which part
novels,
of Star Wars?
The novels.
The novels, yes, that's true.
Novels.
Yeah.
And they followed the same lore as the movies. So apparently linear kind of worked.
Yeah, it did. Well, he's trying to say that if you do episodes 4, 5, and 6, like George did, and then you go back and do 1, 2, and 3. Well, yeah, but it still maintained the same continuity of events. I mean, 1, 2, and 3 led into 4, 5, and 6. It was. I mean, some of those movies you can argue about their quality, but overall, it's true. So he's saying. Yeah. So in that vein of history, when you look at the epilogue of Rebels, you don't really know how much time has passed. Okay.
No, that even makes less sense though, because if he puts that epilogue at where the Mandalorian starts or something, which has been implied, that's more. Well,
he's saying
10 years after Rebels ended, which means it took Ahsoka over 10 years to decide, hey, I should look for Ezra.
Right. Well, here's the thing here that bothers me a lot, because he's saying that he's the writer of Mandalorian, which he's not. Jon Favreau is primarily the writer. But Filoni then added, so it's possible that the story I'm telling in The Mandalorian actually takes place prior to that. Possible. I'm saying it's possible. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
This is not the first time he's taken credit for other people's work. Ryan Kinnell has a clip of him. He's on a panel at some con, I think, and he starts bragging about how he designed, Darth Maul's prosthetic legs. And then Katie Lucas, George's daughter, chimes in immediately and said, "No, you didn't. You took it from the EU."
Yeah. Well, welcome, Tom. Thanks for joining us, my friend. I hope you're well.
Been better, but I'm here.
Okay. Well, hey, look, if you're not in a position, there's never any pressure, my friend. I want you to take very good care of yourself. Anyway, regardless, he's done that a lot in the past. He's taken from other people, and it's very it's very troubling to many of us Star Wars fans. I want these to be consistent with everything that we've had before. I mean, and the problem is they can't even stay consistent within their own thing, which I think is what this interview is trying to apologize for, maybe, or to explain away. Am I right?
I don't know, but it's not a good look.
No.
And it's, those of us who noticed this when it was going on back in, with the Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff, this is a huge, we told you so.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, some people have some terrible ideas in the chat, which I think are funny, but also terrible. I don't want to go on with this. I know there's a lot of stuff in this art. Makes me so frustrated. So with that being said, and despite the fact that the last episode felt very much like Star Wars in a lot of various ways, there are still some major problems that myself and some others have with the way the stories are being told, and how they're being told. But I want to set that aside for now. Tom, do you have any feelings on this interview? Did you get a chance to read through the article at all, or?
Not really. I don't care enough to.
That's so weird. Do you realize how much we used to just like pursue all of this stuff and have lengthy conversations over
I didn't
a
know
gaming
who the fuck
table.
Filoni was until he got involved in this shit. To be honest with you, I had no clue, care. I watched that fucking Clone Wars movie in theaters by myself almost. I think there was one other person there, and it was one of the most embarrassing things I ever saw. So I was just like, yeah, fuck this noise. I never watched the Clone Wars. I've watched a couple episodes since, but I still never had a Filoni boner.
Yeah, I never did either. And we're headed into the last 3 episodes of The Mandalorian, a show that people have become more fond of. And while I expect it to be as exciting as it's been described to me, I still think people are going to be left in a position where they're frustrated. And I think they're going to be frustrated with a couple of events that's going to be coming in the future. But the good news is, and Tom, you and I and Script and Stieg and a few other people have talked about this. This season has been all about backdoor piloting in all these other shows.
Yeah, but that's all they need, because people cheer as soon as they get to see an old toy on screen. That's all it takes. Oh, look, the Scout Troopers, best show ever.
Fan service, memberberry, stuff like that. Sure, I get it.
Yeah, but if people are enjoying that, I ain't gonna take it away from them. It's better than the shit we've got for the last 5 years. So,
yeah. Look, I don't want to pull away anybody's enjoyment from anything, but I'm allowed to have my disappointments. And that's the thing. I mean, freaking Ahsoka's dead, and she's also not a Jedi, but whatever. Anyway,
question though, if the executives at Disney start seeing, people are cheering for, the Mandalorian, and even the people that hated KK are praising it. Won't they keep that in mind when KK's contract runs out, and they'll go, she won the critics over, let's give her a new contract?
No, there's the thing. Her contract was originally scheduled to end at the end of January, not the actual last day of January, but like the 20-something. I don't even remember anymore. And that got pushed now to March. I don't know if it's been pushed any farther than that. I've heard rumors, and they're disturbing. But here's the thing. No matter what, and this is something everybody here needs to understand, her name is going to be on EP credit on anything that she was associated with going forward.
Yeah, that's same with George Lucas. I mean, he gets writing credits for fan movies too, because he created the characters.
Yeah. So and that's the problem. I mean, the only thing that she's going to be permanently attached to Lucasfilm for, or that she is her baby, is the film that has nothing to do with Indiana Jones or Star Wars. And I always forget the name of the damn thing. Tom, do you remember the name of that thing? Yeah, I don't either. Dave is already pissing on Rey by declaring using the Force takes a lot of training. Well, yeah, I thought that was really, really good.
Which is ironic, since Ezra hardly needed any.
Yeah. It's weird. training's important. When it comes to, I don't know, learning skills. I mean, it takes 10,000 hours to become proficient at something. I mean, we've all heard that. It's very much true. So, Filoni's not to be trusted. This is an interesting thing. Bryan Cranston's playing Thrawn. Let's see. What do we got? I don't care as long as it makes the story better. If this is done to shoehorn in characters and trying to make bad writing make sense, then leave it alone. Well, here's the thing. At a certain level, some of this has made these stories and made this show a lot more tolerable for people. Some people are excited with all of these appearances, cameos, by these other characters, and not knowing that they're actually being introduced to things that are going to be spinoffs. And we have 2 animated things in the process. So there's some other stuff that's going on. It really bothers me how Dave never has Ahsoka meet Luke, or even has so much as mention him in dialogue. Luke should be someone important to her. Well, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of these issues with that. But again, they're trying to get away from certain circumstances and situations. So anyway, guys, I think we can move on from this, because it's not going to be the most positive thing in the world. Again, I've appreciated Mandalorian for what it is. I appreciate everything else that they're trying to do, but I don't appreciate some of the shoehorning that has been happening along the way, and that's just my opinion. So, but there's some other really cool stuff that we want to get to. But first, I want to bring in our very good friend Paulie from Latino Slant. He's got a special announcement to make, so let's bring in Paulie real quick, and then we will move on to our next story. I have to unhighlight the comment. Boy, you know what? StreamYard can be a total bear. All right, here we go. Paulie, welcome, my friend. How's it going?
Good morning, good afternoon,
all right,
good evening, wherever you guys may be. How you guys doing?
Oh, cool.
Hi, Paulie.
Hey.
Let's hear it, man. What's going on? I think you need to let everybody what's happening.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Culture. Okay, so thanks a lot for letting me get on the show for a couple minutes. Guys, it's Christmas season. Hooray. We're going to start buying gifts for people that we love, relatives, all that good stuff. Let me just give you some numbers before you think about hitting some of those bigger companies. The wealth increase during the pandemic for the founder CEOs of Amazon, 91 billion, Walmart, 38 billion, Google, 37, Microsoft, 33, Facebook, 28, Nike, 8, Apple, 8. Small businesses collectively lost over $200 billion during this time. Let me tell you guys right now, there is no such thing as a small business, right? Our dreams are not small. Our sweat equity is not small. Our work is not small. The time and energy that we put into a project to get a door opened, physical brick and mortar door of our business, there's nothing small about that. Yet a lot of these businesses have gone by the wayside, hundreds, in fact, in California alone, in different cities alone. And that's a different issue. But my issue is I looked at those numbers and I'm like, let me create a list of all you guys, business creators, independent creators that are doing things from tech to fashion to art. So I put this list up, Culture. And what we're going to do tonight, me and Kai, we're going to take that list and put it into a web page. Right now, it's in a description on our Essential Videos page. Right. Which I'm going to give you that link as well. But contact me, guys. Contact me if you want to get. There's two things. If you guys have a business, I want to get you on this list. Second thing is, guys, buy from this list. These are a lot of direct links to artists. I got artists who are like woodcraft artisans that make specialty walking.
What? You go buy from this list?
Yeah. Well, depending on the contact, right? There's no like it's not a contact to Amazon or to Walmart.
On this list, am I?
You should be. I just started it. I want everyone on this list. So let me put. For right now, I'll just put the link and I'll put it in the private chat. But what got me started on this was that I was just going to, and I'm still going to do it this Thursday night, Culture, is I'm bringing on different business owners to plug their wares. Christmas
Awesome.
gift ideas, Christmas gift ideas, Christmas gift ideas. Then I saw those damn numbers, and I'm like, oh man, let's get a list together. Let's get everyone on it, and let's pass it around. And that's it. That's really it, guys. And it'll be more presentable webpage later on tonight. Kai is going to work on it, but for now, it is living on this link that I sent you, and we're going to start to grow it. It's in different sections. So whatever your specialty is, I know YetiCast is on there, Loki, Fat Steven, and then there's people who are, fashion designers that are on there. There's Kai, of course, and his book is on there. So you guys know where I'm coming from with this project.
Yeah, love it, man. Love it. That's good news. I'm gonna link your Shopify store that was in my description right here, and and hopefully we can start to grow this. I'm excited. So anybody who is here now or knows somebody that is a part of the community in some form or fashion, or even beyond that, should be able to contact you and give you that information, and you and Kai are turning it into a web page. That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just reading some of the. I got lost.
I'm going through
some of the chats. I lit the chat up, which is good. As far as what people are willing to do and not willing to do during Christmas.
Yeah,
and another Paulie. No, it's not. But it's people are really starting to stand up against a lot of these restrictions as far as outdoor restaurants. There's restaurants that are saying, screw you, we're going to stay open. Let's go to that restaurant. Screw you, we're going to work out in the park. Let's support that business. So man.
Yeah, and I love that idea, and I think it's great. And like I said, I'll send you along my link to my little store. But I think it's important that we focus on the smaller guys. So even people without channels can reach out to you, I'm sure, that are just members in our community, right?
In fact, that's how it started, right? So I got a guy who has who just launched an app. It's a baseball app. I got a woman who's got a storefront in Whittier, California, and it's nothing but fashion and jewelry. Yeah, they're not YouTube creators, but we got them too.
Yeah, I'm actually buying everybody things that are from local manufacturers and small businesses for the holidays because of that very reason. So I love that you're putting this together. It's a good project, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it's a good, and it can live for a few weeks because you deal directly, and the shipping can go rather quickly. We have a few weeks till Christmas, so let's do it, guys.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good, Paulie. I'm on board, and we'll make sure if you got another link that you want me to add to the description, just send it along in the direct, DM me, and I'll throw it in there right now. I just linked your own shop.
Okay, so I did put in the private chat is the link to the
perfect
to the story that has the actual list. If you guys read the description, right? And if you guys want to be a part of it, just the email's there too. Just email me and we'll get you on the list.
Absolutely, there it is.
So
there it is, guys. Yeah, and we'll definitely get that going. I'm going to throw it in the description, the live description of this video right now, and then when people come back, they can get it there. I'll try and do it while we're in the show. Thank you, Paulie. I appreciate you popping in, my friend.
No, man.
Always like to have that.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm trying to hit a couple shows, and I really appreciate everyone has been saying yes.
Of course. Yeah. It's easy to say yes to people who are actively trying to help everyone else. I mean, that's a no-brainer for me. I'm all about the other humans in the world, and if you know anything about me, that's the truth. So anyway, appreciate it, man. All right, and thanks for stopping in. Take it easy.
Take care, Tom. Take care, Steve.
Yeah. All right. Bye, Paulie. Awesome. That was cool. I love that. So do check that out, guys. I will try to get that link up during the show. I am not super awesome at that, but let's hope that I can get that done before the show ends, and you guys can check it out in the description. All right, so let's move on to our next thing, which means I got to share a different window.
If it's not Hot Pockets, I'm going to be very upset.
Oh, you want to cover Hot Pockets?
I just want one.
Oh, me too, dude. I want the pepperoni pizza one right now. I'm freaking hungry. Starving. Okay, well, this is some fun news. I like that we're starting to get all these old school news pieces. This is courtesy of Stieg, so thank you, Stieg, who did a bunch of homework for today's show, which I do deeply appreciate. Here we go. We have Steven Seagal returning to the big screen, guys. Doesn't this sound great?
Fat Steven Seagal's in the chat. Can is he or no?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope so because I'm sure he would have.
Busy.
Oh, is he busy doing this? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's returning to the big screen.
All right. Well, Steven has not had a theatrical release in many years, many more years if you don't consider Machete his movie. It looks like this is something that will never change. Especially especially considering further controversy surrounding the man in recent years, not least his opinions on political matters. My goodness, I can't speak today. Now, though, director Matthew Clark is alleging otherwise. He tells users on the unofficial Steven Seagal forum. I know a guy named Matt
Clark. I used to get high with him.
Excellent. Cool.
I'm not even kidding.
Okay. Well, I believe you. He tells guys he says that he's going to direct a movie with Seagal and it's going to go to theatrical in 2021. It's being distributed by worldwide by Universal and is a tier 1 project. Release date is October 2nd, 2021. To give time for the pandemic to use the theaters.
Well, now hasn't he had like a shit ton of like straight to streaming movies and video straight to video movies over the years? Seagal?
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, like he hasn't been working that I know.
No, but his last theatrical thing was Machete, according to this article, right? So yeah, I think you're right.
That has been a while, I suppose. Huh?
Yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah, the film is supposedly to be titled "The Legend of Johnny Jones." It's said to be horror themed. Well, that'll be interesting, and it will be released by Universal Halloween 2021. Well, obviously, if it's October 2nd, that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I think his talents lie in his ability to kick other people's butts. I just don't know how much you're going to believe that if he still weighs like 100 extra pounds. So, what do you think, Tom?
Is that all you think it is now? Is 100?
Well, might be more than that. I don't know. I'd have to ask him. Fat Steven's not in the chat right now, so I
noticed he's busy working, evidently.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently.
I think Steven Seagal's waistline is under siege.
If he hadn't done that joke about 100 times, it would be funny. I'm sorry I'm low energy today, guys.
Oh, no, you're fine, dude. I appreciate you just being here, my friend. I like to be able to just hear your super happy voice and bounce stuff off of you.
Paulie, I need like 5 tacos.
Oh, dude.
I suppose if they're real Mexican tacos, 3 will do.
3 will do, dude. Have you ever had the burrito place I go to gives you like these mammoth burritos? You only need one.
Is it like we have one around here? I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like La Santiente or something. Doesn't matter.
Oh, no,
call it that. We call it burritos the size of your head because they actually have burritos the size of your head, and they've got like all over the wall. They got a mural of like sports guys with burritos as heads and shit. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I know this. Yeah, no, this is a local place, but it's amazing, and I love it. It's so good. It's so good. An Alabama Hot Pocket. I don't know if I want to know what that is.
Everybody has one of those in their state. They're just something different, but they're basically
Tweez.
The same thing. Is it like a couple of Mexican guys who are frying shit up on an open grill?
No, but I go to those places.
Shit? Yeah, that's what this place is, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, anytime I can go to a place like that, I'm jumping all over it, man. I'm a guy that likes to eat local cuisine, local small places, but that's just me. I grew up that way though. Dwee says something.
A small chain, but yeah. Anyway.
Oh really? I'll check it out.
Go ahead.
Dwee says better be IMAX if they want to show all of them. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah. I am eating a raw onion. Holy cow, Kitty Bear! Man, that's no good for your teeth. I think that's supposed to.
Well, I think it's healthy for you, but I don't know how healthy.
Yeah, but eat for your teeth? Doesn't it tear up your teeth? Dude, carnitas. Oh my gosh.
Are you sure it's really bad for your teeth? I would think it'd be no worse than an apple, and apples are supposed to be good for your teeth.
No, I mean there's like well, anyway.
It could be true. They might have a sugar to them. I don't know.
Something.
It's acid in it.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Kind of like an orange. Gotcha.
Yeah. I like sautéed onions and mushrooms and stuff. I put that on like steaks.
I'm very picky, but yeah, it depends.
Yeah. So, But Steven's probably gaming. Yeah, he's doing a lot of gaming now. It's really cool. He's doing some really good stuff. Viva Gorditas. Okay.
I want a gordita.
Isn't that like from a fast food place?
No,
good to see you, Memes. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
Taco Bell used to have gorditas. I don't think they're on the menu anymore, but I bet if you asked for one, they could still give it to you because it's the same fucking bread they use for the chalupas. I used to work there. I know. Yeah.
All right. Well, Paulo Patri says Texas has better Tex-Mex. Long live the Lone Star State. Well, hey, I
got to put an asterisk that obviously Taco Bell isn't real Mexican food. But.
Oh, no. But it's food-ish. Food-ish. So, yeah, now we're all starving. Now we're talking about food. We're all like, I need to eat. So, dude, I live near Houston, and Tex-Mex is fine. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Philly Bees. There's a Philly Bees aficionado there. Somebody who lives in the western part of the United States for sure. Let's see. We've got man, you guys are all talking about food. I'm dying.
Yeah.
A Massachusetts Hot Pocket is filled with clam chowder.
Ew.
Yeah.
There's just some things that don't belong in a Hot Pocket. That's one of them.
Oh, check this out. My WW2 German outfit video is recommended with random history stuff. Cool.
Oh, that's not bad. At least it's not
so it
suppressed.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, at least you're gonna get a lot of traction, dude. I'd be thrilled. Maybe I'll start putting
This year the Germans are wearing the gray or the brown.
Mr. Tickle Trunks with a California $2 super sticker or California Canadian $2 super sticker. Wow, what is wrong with me today? My brain's out to lunch. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Tickle Trunk, for the Shiba Inu
coming down the walkway now. Look at his hat. Yeah. He knows how to salute the Gestapo. Yeah.
That's right. Mr. Tickle Trunk.
A World War II fashion show. That'd be amazing.
I think it'd be amazing. I think we should do that, and then we can put a modern spin on it for, current times. Mr. Tickle Trunk, thank you.
Patch just makes me want to erupt.
Thank you for the $2 super sticker of the little puppy. I guess farting hearts, right? That's what Tom calls that.
That's what I say. It's a little Shiba pooping hearts.
Oh, this is true. This is the best statement of the day. Local Mexican is worth its weight in gold. Unfortunately, we have few and far between here. My old lady made these, and she's Puerto Rican. Go figure. Yeah, dude. I have to tell you, I am blessed in my location. Just amazing food available to me. Just amazing food. I love it.
I ain't got shit.
In Alabama, Hot Pocket is definitely, unless you're maybe German or Japanese. Okay, I don't even want to know.
I don't want to know. I've heard it before, though.
I don't even want to know. Don't even fill me in. So we've got another story, of course. The manlymovie.net is a brilliant site for finding some of these, like, inane or lesser known things that are going on across entertainment. This is a weird one, Tom. I want your feedback on this. Is it? Whoops, wrong thing. Is this legit happening?
Let me see here. It could. I don't even think Terminator 7's happening, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, this is from the end of November here, the 28th, from Manly Movie, and they say news comes that they are not only preparing a Terminator 7 despite the drizzling shits that were the recent movies, but they're also bringing back an old face. Oh, it's from We Got This Covered.
Yeah, I wouldn't put much stock in it then.
Is it 30% a chance of being true now?
Here's the thing. What are they going to bring him back for unless it's some kind of deep fake or a cameo that has nothing to do with being a Terminator?
Well, they say that he's
way too old to be playing.
Well, they say that Robert Patrick is returning as another T-1000.
Well, to be fair, though,
de-aging the character, I don't see that.
Why would a T-1000 have to look young?
Well, why would a T-1000 age at all, period? Why would it pick the same look again? That's the other problem you have. There's the T1000 looks the way it looks because it just chose to, and every T1000 we've seen since has looked different. It's not like the T800. Well, yeah, but it's not like the T800 is what I mean, to where that has been established that they all look like Arnold, and they do technically age or whatever, but those are actual flesh on endoskeleton bone, as to where the T1000 is fluid, so it can do and look whatever the fuck it wants. Like that's
well, it would depend on the story and situation, though.
I suppose, but again, I don't think you'd have a T1000 age. I'm not against them bringing them in for like a deep fake and do the voice, and you have a similar body shaped actor come in and do the physical part of it. Kind of that's what they did for Arnold basically in that one Terminator movie way before deep fake happened. They had that one actor stand in for him that had basically the same body type, and they just put Arnold's head on him in Salvation. That's what it was. I'd prefer them do that, and same thing with like in Genesis when they made Arnold look young, they did the same thing again. I'd rather see those kind of things than continue to watch some of my favorite actors be turned into interior designers who are in a sexless relationship with a Mexican lady.
It's kind of weird.
It's kind of what they did to Dark Fate.
Yeah,
it's exactly what they did.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'd rather see in a situation like that where you can just have Arnold do the voice. Same thing with Robert Patrick. Again, I'm not against it, but I just don't see the point unless you're gonna go to that extent. Yes, the T1000 is gender fluid.
It's regular fluid, really.
Depends on if it's a male or a female one, or both.
I mean, it's liquid. Liquid metal.
Okay. Okay. Well, Cavatino Che is informing us that GalaxyCon is having the cast of the Addams Family on December 13th. That's cool.
Which one? Oh, Christina Ricci, Lloyd. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
a reunion. Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, the only person obviously is not there. Well, it looks like is Raul Julia.
Yeah.
I miss him. What a great actor. What a mess.
And I think the actor who played Lurch also passed away here not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken.
This is terrible.
Unless he's still alive, I could be wrong.
He was in Dr. Sleep, though.
Yeah, I think that was his last movie, though.
Oh, actually, no, it wasn't him. I was thinking about the guy who played the giant on Twin Peaks.
Yeah, okay. So who am I thinking? Like, what was his last one? Because the guy who played Lurch in the latter film there, I think he just passed away not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. He was in, like, Men in Black and stuff, too.
Mr. Tickletrunk's right. I mean, they literally could have him do all of his stuff and then just deep fake his old face on there.
Well, that's where I think that this technology is going to come in handy, and I feel like if they're going to use it, because, I mean, we've seen all the deep fake videos, especially, like, the Tom Cruise one. That guy looked really good. Why? Because he actually kind of looks like Tom Cruise. He's got his mannerisms down, all that kind of stuff. You find a stand-in who knows the mannerisms or can look the body type of the actor when they're younger, and you just deep fake their... Like I said, speaking of Dr. Sleep, that was the one thing that bothered me with that fucking movie, was like, the girl they got playing Shelley Long's character sounds exactly like her. If they would have just deep faked her face over top of it, I would have thought it was her. Thomas Elliott does okay as Jack Nicholson, but again, I would have rather seen Jack. Like, I don't see, as long as Jack's still alive and he ain't got a problem with them doing a younger version of him over some other actor, I would have said go for it. It would have made that movie 10 times better. It's already a great film, but it would have been so much better and connected it with The Shining.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that could have been done better in that film. It was an okay film, but there were a lot of opportunities. I enjoyed it
quite a bit.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the 3-hour version yet, though.
All right. I just always feel like you could do more with a lot of those types of attempts at things like that. But that's just me.
I'm one of those who's always been, how King has never really liked The Shining. And his reasons for it are pretty stupid. But he got to fix it in this movie. So I look at it this way. They both got their way. We get to enjoy The Shining without feeling like Stephen King's being slighted in any way now, because he's come to peace with it. So it's like, okay. Because really all it was is Stephen King's like, no, I was trying to tell a ghost story, and Kubrick was trying to tell a story about a guy who's, falling deeper into alcoholism. And it's like, but yeah, that's what was happening to you, Stephen, when you wrote the book. Maybe that's why you don't like it, is because it hits too close to home. I don't know. That's just me, but I have a hard time saying there's anything wrong with the original Shining film. I think it's a damn near perfect movie.
So Ted Cassidy was the original Lurch, so there you are. So.
Is he still alive, though? I thought he just recently passed here not too long ago.
I didn't look him up, but so there's a subject that isn't covered here by an article, but was just a conversation I wanted to have. It's related to the thumbnail for the show today, I would like to.
We're going to talk about my hemorrhoids.
No. We're going to talk about the fact that many theatrical products are now headed across to streaming and the reasoning why. You and I have speculated on it a few times, Tom, as to why it's happening, and I have now come over to your side almost completely. I think that it's going to be primarily a Warner thing, even though I think some other films will do it from some other studios. But I think you hit the nail on the head. I think Warner is desperately trying to expand and play catch up when it comes to their streaming service.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because this is something I've been trying to get people to understand, and even Andre and I have kind of gone back and forth about this. It's like, this is, this whole thing with HBO Max, Wonder Woman, King Kong possibly, and all that business, and the whole No Time to Die rumor we heard, all has everything to do with the fact that HBO Max does not even have 10 million subscribers yet. They're basically practically dead last as far as I know. Like, free services are probably the only thing lower than them that I could think of, probably. Because if anybody still watches Crackle, maybe, CBS All Access technically is probably doing better than HBO Max, which is fucking scary.
Yeah. Huh. I still think you're going to see not just Wonder Woman, and I mean you're going to see a bunch of films hit Warner, and I think it'll be a steady stream, and I think you're going to get quite a few tentpoles along with it, but I think that the studios are still going to try to hold out for their tentpoles to hit theaters if they can in 2021.
Yeah, most studios will. Warner Brothers would, but this move has nothing to do with the pandemic. That's my whole point. I mean, it's a result of, don't get me wrong, but if the investors would probably, I'm sure if there's any outside investors besides Warner Brothers, which there is obviously in the King Kong Godzilla film, which is legendary, which they have to work things out with. But outside of that, as long as it's completely in-house, they don't have to worry about dealing with any outside forces. They can just throw it up as a loss leader on HBO Max and do the best they can to try and get as many subs as they can. And that's all they care about now. Because they obviously don't give a shit about box office. Because I've brought this up a few times now, and I haven't seen any conclusiveness on it, but I have a feeling that AMC, Regal, all those theaters that are still open on Christmas Day are all going to announce they're not going to carry Wonder Woman 84 because it's already on streaming. Which is the same thing they've done so far with Trolls, Bill and Ted, all the other films that were both streaming at the same time. The big chains refuse to carry those films. So that's probably the big elephant in the room that nobody's saying anything about. And that just tells me Warner Brothers doesn't care about the box office. Whatever they make on the box office is just going to be a little bit of money back on this thing. This has now become a loss leader for HBO Max. Same thing with, and more so with Kong, because if they got to pay off Legendary just to put it up there, that means that basically Warner's is going to have to cover Legendary's part of this film. They're going to be buying them out of the movie, basically.
So if you're Universal, wait, no.
They got the Peacock right now. The Peacock's actually doing better than anybody could have anticipated, because I said it was the most piss poor name for a fucking streaming service.
Well, and I didn't think the initial offerings were of any significance, but I guess that's just me.
I didn't either, but Peacock was smart. They did the Hulu route. They make a bunch of stuff free with ads, and you don't have to have a subscription thing.
So the question is, where do you think Nobody Wants to See Bond movie is gonna go? What do you think is gonna happen with that? You think so?
I think HBO is gonna get it.
Think they're gonna write a $600 million check?
No, they're not gonna pay as much. Here's what happened: the last round of it started out. MGM wanted $700 million.
Yeah, they did.
Netflix said no. Apple said no. Apple came back with an offer of $400 million. MGM balked. They took their toys, they went home. HBO called them up. This is where my guy told me there was a super secret meeting between HBO, MGM, and I can't say who the people this person works for. But he flat out told me that Bond is on the table. They were talking about Stargate and stuff like that, because that's probably MGM's next biggest franchise they have under their belt, besides RoboCop. And he said that things stalled for the time being, but they're going to go back to the table. But that was because Apple came back to the table. So now that HBO showed interest in No Time to Die, Apple showed interest in it. So what you have now is Apple and HBO Max who are basically trying to compete for that next slot.
Because the most
Netflix, Amazon, and Disney Plus.
Because the most I had seen for an offer was that's a strong word. The most I had heard for an offer had been like a little over $300 million.
I heard that Apple offered $400, and they turned it down. So
my
guess is this deal will get done for about $500 million.
God, it's way too much to pay for this film. Nobody's gonna. It's not gonna. They just don't understand.
Yeah, but that's a good deal probably for. See, AT&T's got money. AT&T, unlike, they
do.
Disney in this point right now, they got money. MGM's fucking desperate. This movie, the longer it doesn't go in theaters, it costs them $1 million every month. They've already spent about $40 million on advertising and shit before they pulled it. You've had a movie that's been sitting now, it's almost been a year, so that means it's gained almost another $10 or $12 million just in interest alone. They don't make X amount of money on this movie. MGM is going belly up. I think they have so much invested in this. This is all they've got. They've killed the Blomkamp RoboCop movie. That thing's been fucking non-start from what I've heard. The only other things they got is the Addams Family cartoon, which didn't do shit. I'm trying to think. Do they have anything else over at MGM? I think they're pretty much dead. I can't think of any other franchises they have right now that are worth dusting off or even have a chance.
Yeah, and this is a good question. I think, a Soul Assassin, do you think the studios refusing Bond would bring an end to woke films? No. We're going to have to endure quite a decent amount of time more of this. I mean, they're going to have to continually lose money.
Oh, the woke business is far from done.
Yeah. They're going to have to lose even more money. And that's the
problem is you guys keep putting dollar signs in front of it. It doesn't fucking matter. This movement isn't not a natural movement. This isn't a trend. This isn't about, we'll ride it till it runs out of money. This is a religion. This is a movement created by people. This is a trend created by a group of people that will...
The fringes.
Yeah, that will continue to push this until there's no more pushing it. Until there's finally pushback, perhaps. The money doesn't matter. They don't give a fuck. They will lose all the money in the world and they'll blame it on us. And that's the other thing that in culture, I know you keep saying, when the money runs out, the money runs out. The problem is the people that are funding this are the people who have the mind think and are the ones who are trying to push this propaganda on us through our entertainment. And that's where the Oscar rules came into play. And now that the election's gone the way it's gone, I guarantee you it's going to get 10 times worse.
Well, and I don't talk about this this aspect
again,
on my channel.
I don't want to get political, but yeah.
Because this is stuff that Comics and I cover at length when we start talking about these things that Man-O-War is referencing. If you could actually watch last night's show,
social currency.
Yeah, you could watch last night's show over on Comics Division, and you'll get my very unfiltered opinion about things when it comes to this, because he doesn't need me to check my thoughts. But I try to keep this politics free on here. I try to keep my channel that way so we can all enjoy having the discussions, even with the stuff that's around politics, because obviously everything's infested with it right now.
Well, unfortunately,
I
was just going to say there's not much you can do about it because it's embedded now in it, and we can't get away from it. And that's really the point. Is I'm not saying one side or the other. My point is get it the fuck out. Period.
Yeah, if we can. And the only way like I said, the only way we can do that is to just rise against it for as long as we can. And we need more people. That's why we need more voices on YouTube and other platforms, other places. We need as many people yelling as we can. All the idiots yelling at parked cars that we can get, which is the name of Comics Division
what
show,
I'm good
by the
at.
way. Yeah, I do it all the time. All right, guys, we got one last story to cover real quick, and then we're going to wind it down. I want to promote Steeg's awesome shirt again. See, awesome shirt. Skip Ellis and I both have one. I need to work on my abs some more. They're not sore enough. All right, and let's see. Oh, here's the story I wanted to talk about. Kurt Russell to retire? Question mark.
Didn't he kind of bring this up in his whole, in that same interview where he was talking about politics, speaking of?
It's quite possibly.
I'm pretty sure that all the same stuff was stuff from there, and they just pulled it into another story. But
they put it into a different story. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I've been hearing of a few people that are going to be retiring. In fact, when we talked to Clint Howard last year, he flat out said that his brother's going to do that Willow thing, 2 more movies, and he's done. And one of his movies is already out. And again, Kurt Russell, I mean, he's how old now? In his 70s?
I don't know, but he never looks his age.
No, but I mean, he's earned it. I'm sure he's made enough money.
And he's, and he and his wife, they probably want to have the rest of their lives to enjoy their successes, and hopefully, their kids and grandkids go on to do good things as well. I'm always, I always wish people a good retirement. That's for sure. But we'll read this real quick, and then we'll call it a day. Kurt Russell is appearing in Chris Columbus's 2 the Christmas Chronicles movies where he plays Santa Claus, and it turns out that this could be the final role that he shows up in. Speaking with Yahoo recently, so it is the same interview, Tom. Good job. Columbus revealed that the actor told him he wants that role to be the last one he ever plays. Well, that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, so they're kind of reworking what is said here. So
right. So Kurt said to me, and this is Chris Columbus speaking, "I want to walk into the sunset, this being the last role I play. He wants to continue doing it. Deep down in his soul, he's committed to this role. That means 8 weeks growing the beard with little additional flourishes, working on the script every night before he shoots with me. It's an intense commitment, and he takes it very seriously." Russell has had a 40-year career, and unlike some other actors of his generation, seems to have mostly picked his roles in his later years. He has stayed mostly away from VOD trash. Is this a suitable swan song role for? However, well, I don't know. I enjoyed the first film. I'm not sure, as I have not seen this character. I do, however, how Sean Connery and Gene Hackman, for example, walked away on their own terms instead of becoming Harrison Ford, or worse, WP. It's true. Well, I don't know. Like I said, going out on your own terms. That's absolutely how I want to do things when I retire. I don't want to be forced out by someone. I don't want to ever be put in that position.
I think Tarantino will have enough roles for him for a while. As long as they're both making movies. I mean, I don't even believe this whole thing with Tarantino where he's like, "Oh, I'm going to make 10 movies and that's it." I don't believe it.
Well, what do you think, Steve?
Well, I don't know. It's entirely up to Kurt Russell if he. I'm sure he has enough money to live out his life in comfort,
luxury.
right?
Yeah. I think he's fine there.
So I think I would say it's up to him if that's what he wants. I'm just glad he made so many cool movies along the way. So
yeah, and this is a good thing. I mean, I love that EVS succeeds on Indiegogo. That's how entertainment will go. Boutique. I think you're going to see a lot more of that. Hey, Apex Comics, good for joining us. Thank you, sir. And yeah, Jeffrey Turner, I agree. He's not. But look, if you're done, you're done. If you no longer have the passion and the burn, go out on your own terms. The Pork Chop Express, if anybody knows where that's from, you put a smile on my face. Of course, Eric knows where it's from.
Who doesn't know where it's from?
Huh?
The check is in the mail.
That's right. If you know where that's from.
Same movie.
Yep. They're doing a Christmas Chronicles 3 from what I'm hearing. Wow, that'd be great.
The only thing I'd be is like, I don't know who Chris Columbus thinks he is to be telling people.
What do you mean they haven't been together?
Last I knew, they're still together. They just got interviewed together. That was where that whole political thing was. I think you're unless Terry's being facetious there, because they're not married, but they're still together. Last I knew.
Yeah, they do. Well, okay. Sorry. Maybe I put the word married in there. I don't know, but that's weird. Yeah. I would hate to think that I was wrong about that.
Yeah, they're still together. Because like I say, that interview with him they were bickering back and forth. That was the funniest thing about the interview.
You know what? This is a good point, Mr. Tickle Trunk, for $5 Canadian. I will say this on this stream, even though I usually try to avoid it. UK Labour died to the same infiltration. Yes, they did. They lost the entire country and still said, yes, but we won the argument. Utopianists don't care about the money. Well, I really absolutely cannot argue with that. And I won't. And this is actually also a good statement. So, yeah. Let's see. Did anybody else get this? Jungle Boy and Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I know. He had such an amazing career. Thank you, Walt Disney, for finding such a great talent. Look at all these awesome humans in here. There we go. Lots of people got it. All right. Big Trouble. That's right. Big Trouble in Little China. One of my favorite films. Yep. Look at this. I love this. We have great human beings. I love this. If you don't have the passion or the burn, then you probably use con. Yeah. There you go. Oh, it was meant as sarcasm. Okay, Terry. I was like, okay, they've been forgotten forever. Gosh, yeah. Yep. I know, this is so great. Yeah. Oh, Kurt Russell in the movie Soldier. He got ripped. Absolutely. He and what was the Tango and Cash was awesome with Stallone. I mean, come on. I mean, the dude made just amazing films. And that, think about the fact that he put on a dress in that film. So anyway. Let's see. See, a lot of people are pumped up on this. Oh, Fat Steven's here. He beat up a burnt ham. All right, buddy. Good. Tango and Cash. Yeah, everybody's here. 63-year career in the movies, Kurt Russell. I know. Amazing. Well, now we're gonna let's go ahead and wind down. Tom, do you got anything cool, coming up? You guys doing anything amazing other than your daily show, which, by the way, is awesome. I love listening to that while I drive around. So
I got a Star Trek video coming out. We got a hell of an interview coming out. I can't say who yet, or Andre will probably kill me.
Yeah, kill you.
Other than that, yeah, just Blur's Day.
Blur's Day. It's every day's Blur's Day. Well, as a reminder, I will be trying to do this stream live, which means it'll be an abbreviated stream. It'll only go about an hour next Tuesday. I'll be doing it live from Disney World. So just keep that in mind. So.
I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah, not going there. That's close.
I know. I was singing the song, man.
I know. But nothing else, just some really cool stuff, it sounds like. It's High Council tonight, right?
Yeah, I think Tom Conkle's going to join us again.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. All right, I'll be there with bells on, checking it out for sure. Stieg, you've been pumping out some great commercials. How's the channel growth there, buddy?
I don't know, but there's more commercials on it.
No, there it is. I love it. Yeah, you're putting out those fun old band commercials. They're a lot of fun, and and of course you're top five guys. Go get the shirt over at Steeg's store. Steeg's got a amazing Teespring store, as do I. But like I said, I absolutely had to have this shirt. I know that I am one of the many people that will appreciate its benefits, such as warding off shingles and the Spanish flu. So far, I've not had either. So the shirt's working. So I truly appreciate that. I put the link in the chat just now, so you guys can check that out. And then double check again on Paulie's movement. I think it's going to be extraordinary and great. I think that we should support small businesses and each other as often as we can, because that is
going to be on Alora's channel on Thursday for the coffee chat, and then in the evening we're doing one of the monthly Star Wars EU novel book club review thing.
Cool. Which one are you working
on? Shadows of the Empire this time. So we're going to have a couple of guests on. Revkev is going to be on, and
wow,
and Matt Wilkins was a EU guru. I guess
EU guru. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, absolutely appreciate each and every one of you are here. We have Apex Comics joining us, who has a channel, Runner, who has a channel, Angela Straven, who has a channel, Fat Steven Seagal, who has a channel. So many others here that have a channel. Many of you are now members. Thank you so very much. We've exceeded 20 members on my channel, which is amazing. And I absolutely do appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thank you so very much. I'm going to say this, that again, programming note, starting Thursday, I will be coming to you from Walt Disney World through next Wednesday, which means that my live streams will be done hopefully successfully from there. We'll see. Worked last time. We'll see if it works this time. Also, all of the videos are going to be, unfortunately, or for at least for that period of time, not tomorrow's, but the next two will be from Disney World as well, which will give you the sights, sounds, well, even the smells if my phone's working right. I'm just kidding. From the parks of the holidays and from the hotels, because I'm going to do some hotels there as well. So I really appreciate it, guys. Again, all of your support is amazing to me. And until next time, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, obviously, bye.